Yeah, we're talking with Brandon Speck of the Monroe County Journal here in Amory. Brandon, we sort of have a little casual conversation here. Talk about the combination. It was once two different papers for you here. I believe it's the Amory Advertiser
That's
and
right.
the Aberdeen Examiner.
That's right.
And now you got two papers in one. Talk about how that's worked out for you so far.
Worked out really well. We converted over in April. We, like I say, had two papers, and the response has been fantastic. We have more room for sports, especially now. So we have our 6 schools plus 7 if you count Oak Hill. We cover them on occasion. It's been fantastic. So a lot of room, a lot of sports.
All right, well, let's just talk about this general area here. You've got a bevy of athletic talent on all levels. Most recently, of course, having Nelson go down to the state championship in baseball. Actually, Nelson's softball team as well, having great success in Aberdeen basketball. So it's sort of had your hands full here in this area.
Yeah, I tell people all the time. I'm not kidding when I say this may be the best sports county in the state, rival with Jackson or any of the counties down in that area. We've had, since I've been here 2 years, a basketball state champion, a baseball state champion, Nelson winning football. And like you say, softball team, we've had 2, 3, or 4 down there, at least in North Half. So a ton of talent here, and just a ton of people can continue for state championships. So it's a great place to work.
All right, well, one thing people may not know is you make a little commute to work. You live in the Guntown area, so a lot of people that watching Boonville may recognize you as well. Sort of talk about some of the highlights for you as a sports journalist to get out and get a chance to cover some of these high school sports.
Yeah, like you say, the commute, I do commute, a lot of us do. I know you travel around quite a bit. We have crazy hours. I tell people all the time, if you choose this profession, be prepared to not be home at night ever. But then I also follow that by saying, don't feel too sorry for us because we cover sports for a living. We're getting paid to do this. So it's a great gig, and I think all of us love our jobs. I think probably we're the hardest working people in the business because we love what we do. So it's not a pain to do what we do. I'll say that.
All right, Brandon. Well, just sort of talk about your background, schooling, and stuff like that, and how you got to find your way to the Monroe County Journal.
I went to North Alabama. We're in Florence. I got here. The guy that was the GM, Robbie Bird, actually had an opening that wasn't even announced yet, and I found out through a mutual friend. I had been stringing for the Daily Journal for a couple of years, every Friday night, and every Friday night turned into almost every night since I've been here for a couple of years. I think it's been over 2 years now. Actually, 2 years, a couple of weeks ago. So, like I say, it's a blast to work here, and so many great athletes and great teams. You can't beat it.
All right, now sort of give your sporting background, sports you played in high school, if you played in college or anything like that.
Played a little bit of basketball in high school, and a lot of tennis. I didn't play football. Kind of the same thing I do now. I wrote about football. I worked for our high school paper. I guess I chose that end of it to stay in it. So I wish I could say I was an all-state tight end, but you can see I'm not. I wrote about it a lot, and still play a lot of pickup stuff. Although I can't go as long as I used to without having a water break. But still love to play it, and I love to be around it.
All right, also a new addition to your family here recently as well. So I know it's been an exciting year for you.
Yeah, we had a little boy. His name is Spencer. We couldn't be happier. It's amazing. You have no idea what it's like until you have one. People can talk about it. We had a little boy back on December 31st, actually. So I've told my wife, said, he's going to be raised by football players and softball players and baseball players. So hopefully soon he'll be able to get out and see this stuff too. We plan to have him in the Grove this year, so hopefully he'll grow up an Ole Miss fan. Hopefully some of you guys like that.
All right, now so we're talking about the plans coming up. Of course, it's going to be your first, I guess you say, this be your first full season as a combined paper with the start of the football season. So we're going to talk about some of the plans coming up. I know you got a lot of big changes and a lot of things that the readers here in the area really look forward to.
Right, yeah. I guess first things first, our football section is going to come out on August the 27th. I believe that's the Wednesday before the first regular season kicks off on the 29th of August. Like I say, a lot of schools and a bigger section this year, so we plan to have, hopefully I can get 1 or 2 guys per team, and we can really get these guys covered like you deserve and improve from even last year. And hopefully we can please people and let them see what happened, because they can't be everywhere every Friday night. So maybe they can see it from our paper.
All right, well, let's just sort of break out the sports section for a second, if you will. Sort of talk about some of the advantages now that you have being two papers versus, one paper versus two.
Excuse me a second. The thing about being one paper, two papers was good in a way because you had Hamilton and Aberdeen, again, especially for those two, you had two per paper. So those guys were real happy about not sharing, and hopefully they're not too upset about sharing with 4 other schools. The thing about one paper is everybody can read about every school in one paper. You save 50 cents after buy 2 papers if you want to. So I think the best thing is everybody can see everything in the one edition, and I think that's probably the biggest asset of the situation.
All right. Also, as you talked about, you write for the Daily Journal as well. So you can pick those up daily. Be sure to let everybody know that well, that's out of the area that may be passing through Amory, or anybody that may want to subscribe to the Monroe County Journal, the days it drops on the newsstands, and also the numbers they can contact if they would like to become a subscriber.
Yeah, the Monroe Journal comes out every Wednesday. You can. Our website is just about to launch. Actually, it's launched already. So Monroe360.com is www.monroe360.com. Check that out. You can get our subscription information over there, or you can call 256-5647. You can access all of our writers by that. And like I say, if you're interested in high school sports or anything that goes on in Monroe County news-wise, please call us up, subscribe. We're glad to mail you a copy out, and hopefully you'll enjoy what you see.
All right, the sort of on a side note, if you will, your block spot, something you and I and Brad Locke, I guess you'd say, almost addicted to now.
Addicted to it, yeah. I think every time I get online, Gore or Brad Locke has added something. I'm just trying to keep pace. Mine is called SpeckSportsBlock.com. You can just check that out, and we try to keep that stuff posted pretty regularly. I think if you look, you'll see that all three of us are posting things at 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., which probably irritates a couple of our wives and the rest of our families, but we try to keep that thing updated, and that's the best way to get us to get the latest information. I think I'm going to move mine over to our website eventually, but as for now, we're all over at WordPress. You can just check that stuff out anytime. Feel free to comment what you like and what you don't like, because I'm going to get some of that too, so feel free.
All right, and once more time, talk about the website and give that link once again.
It's Monroe360.com, MONROE360.com. Like I said, it's live now, so go check it out, and feel free to comment on the stories. Let us know what you like about it, what we can improve about it. I personally think it's the best newspaper site in the state right now, and the Clarion Ledger's great. I think it's right up there with that, and maybe a little better. Nothing against Todd Kelly and those guys, but it's very interactive. You can create profiles, even get friends if you're a MySpace person. You can do like that and meet people socially. But get on there and check it out, and let us know what you think.
All right, well, it's Brandon Speck of the Monroe County Journal. Brandon, appreciate you taking time out of your day here with us. And, man, I look forward to working with you some more and seeing you on down the line.
Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it.